Hi guys, this is a slightly longer video, gameplay video recording test. I've used pretty much the same settings as I had done in the previous video in terms of audio and video quality. Slightly increased video quality, which should not affect file size that much, so it should be fine. And let's see how this goes. So this is level 1 of the first episode of the game, and it's basically like Left 4 Dead. You need to go through all these buildings and then reach a specific location. And while we're moving around, it would be interesting to see if there are any gameplay mechanics that we can use in FXGL. That's essentially how I take borrow various concepts from existing games and build FXGL's ecosystem like that. Given these games exist, one can create a really strong argument towards the fact that these concepts are actually being used in a real game. So things like pathfinding. But for that, I think used A-star pathfinding for zombies to reach the player. I wonder if this game uses that too. And one of the reasons why I also picked this game is because it's multiplayer, and I'm teaching a new module called Multiplayer Game Development this year. So I was thinking I could get some inspiration from this game. I haven't really looked at the implementation details of this game. I don't know if they're available. I'm sure that there's some material available online around, or at least what engine. I think it's Unreal Engine. Well, it's at least on Epic Store, so I assume this was written, this was developed in Unreal Engine, which has pretty interesting network capabilities in terms of priorities for different types of packets. Like, for example, you want to send bullet information to your client almost every frame. But things like costumes and other things that are more or less visual, you can send, say, every 10 seconds or something. Did I just miss a weapon or something? So yeah, I think existing games are really good for various game development courses. And what I'm planning to do this year, because we're kind of moving many things online, it'll be quite interesting to see what we can do with it, really. And this gives us as educators almost unprecedented level of freedom, really. So one of the things I'm planning to introduce this year is alternative, not necessarily alternative assessment, but like different ways to complete the same assessment. Like, suppose you need to write a 3,000 word technical report, which is not going to be everyone's strongest suit, and as an alternative, what you could do is, for example, record gameplay of a favorite, say, multiplayer game, and talk about various data structures how they are getting used, what kind of underlying APIs being used and stuff like that, what kind of technologies. Leave us alone, please. So stuff like what kind of transport protocol is being used, TCP, UDP, how the packets are formatted and stuff like that. Get this thing off me, someone. The AI is actually pretty good. I mean, if you're playing solo, it's not bad. Zombies are everywhere. I don't think I'm doing really well here. So it'd be quite interesting to see what kind of assessments can be developed using just one specific game, really.
Thank you.
Nope, I did not mean to throw a grenade, but there you go. Is there another heavy weapon I can borrow? Thank you.
Come on, give me something.
I should really use a medkit. I'm playing on normal, which is why we've got so much stuff around. As the levels of difficulty go up to Nightmare, I don't think you have as much stuff.
Clear. Subway should be just across the street.
What do we want? Well, we want a better weapon.
You're rat food now.
Something like...
This will help keep them back.
Oh yeah, this is where stuff gets interesting. I don't think Left 4 Dead has this sort of mechanic where at some point in the level you encounter a large swarm and you have to defend your position.
I found some defenses.
And you have various things to help you, like traps and whatnot.
Defenses set. This will buy us some time. Grid is juice.
Now here's an interesting idea. Why don't we all just drive away? I've got that. Oh, there's so many heavy weapons. That should be alright. What I do want is a slightly better primary weapon. That was lucky. Yeah, let's try that one.
This'll do.
So we've got grenades, we got a medkit, and we got 10 seconds. That's alright. And if I position myself somewhere here, should be able to use all of this stuff around me. Okay guys, here we go. That's a lot of entities, or how Unreal Engine calls them, I think, actors. I wonder how they handle so many things. Because you need to, well, for starters, you need to collision check against every bullet, right? So it's for every bullet, for every zombie. So you need to have some really good broad face collision detection methods being used here. Okay, I gotta save these guys. Stalk them out really quickly and get to killing.
Racking 'em up. Y'all better run.
Should have just done that from the start.
Bull coming in.
Yeah, this is like a tank. Whoops, sorry. Okay, I think these are
Go to
done.
the subway.
And I'm out of ammo.
Thanks. Take care of yourself, Dan. It's better times. Over.
Gonna be good as new.
Somebody push the button. Hell yeah.
Reloading.
So yeah, it would be interesting to read around what's available in terms of implementation details for this game. Because I'd really like to know about how they handle so many
That's what I'm talking about.
zombies and stuff. I think the animation of coughing for this guy is stuck.
Oh yeah.
Hit the goddamn button.
Did we get everything?
Turning back now. Do not stop. Get to the subway. Come on, give me something.
Yeah,
This'll do.
let's go with that.
Move it.
Quite like the UI in this game as well. It's kind of minimalistic and not super imposing. That's a lot of people.
Hey, get out of it. Who's next?
Who the hell just shot at my train? Get in here!
It's him.
Him? Oh, my reputation precedes me.
Listen, man. We need to drive this thing to Inwood right now.
Evac, eh? It'll cost you. This rabbit hole is chock-a-block with goodies. Bring them to me.
Right, so this is where it gets sort of like quest type thing, where you need to do some stuff in order to progress.
I got eyes on an infector. Infector's done. Yeah. Stay down, creep.
I need to pick up this thing,
Up another box. Should
and
be enough.
oh, that's a lot of zombies.
Shit. Boom.
Sometimes it has a bit of Borderlands feel to it, because you can play this alone with AI, and then you can continue playing this with
Picked up
players when
another
they
box.
connect.
Should be enough.
So I wonder if they use the same networking system they use for Borderlands.
Okay, we good?
Oh, sorry, did I say stop?
I swear to God.
We need 2 more things. Wait, what? 22.
Found one of Stevie's goodies. Bringing it back.
What's that thing? Okay. Oh, that's easier.
What you asked for?
One more,
Much obliged.
and we're done.
Fresh ammo coming up.
Those giants in the Bronx must be shitting in their drawers by now.
Picked up another box. Should be enough. Okay, we good?
All aboard who's coming aboard!
Oh, we're making too much noise. They're gonna come. We gotta go now.
Do you want to try?
Well,
Loading.
Drive the train.
I suppose they haven't got their collision box set up properly for grenade launcher to go through.
Jaws that bite.
Okay, that's level 1 done. And
My son.
Crazy son.
yeah, so the two things I'm still interested in are the video and audio quality or audio volume rather, with respect to game volume. Apart from that, that is it, and hopefully sometime eventually I will reach the point where I can record RPGs and maybe just change things up a little bit and record a different game with a different pace. Thanks for watching.